Starting off, a police officer has been shot dead at Tembisa Magistrates Court in Ekurhuleni. Police were searching for an awaiting trial prisoner in the court buildings. It is believed that the prisoner shot a police captain and then escaped from the holding cells. Speculation on social media is that the officer died after being airlifted to hospital. Employees were asked to vacate the building while a search was underway. Stats show that a cop is killed every 4 days in South Africa. Well, this is news that came through in the early hours of this morning. At around 9 a.m. this morning, news broke that a police officer was fatally shot while trying to bring a awaiting trial prisoner from the holding cells. Speculation on social media that the officer died on his way to hospital. Also talk of the suspect still being at large, could possibly be in the building still. The building was evacuated as police are searching for that suspect. Stats with regards to police killings in the country, shocking: 4 killed every day in the country. But this news coming in, a police officer has died after being shot at Tembisa Magistrates Court. This took place in Ekurhuleni. It is believed an awaiting trial prisoner shot a police captain and then escaped from the holding cell. It is understood the officer died after being airlifted to hospital. Police have launched a manhunt for the suspect, named as Joshua Bomba Shongwane. Stats show that a cop is killed every 4 days in South Africa. Now, joining us to discuss this further is SAPS spokesperson Lungelo Dlamini, joining us on the phone line. Good afternoon to you, spokesperson. Thank you for joining us here on ANN7. Shocking news coming through this morning into this afternoon. Just give us further details around this, please.
We are still investigating how the prisoner, the awaiting trial prisoner, got hold of the firearm. He was inside the cells when he held up 3 police officers before taking the keys. Whilst he was on his way to escape, he shot a captain. The captain was shot in the lower body. Unfortunately, the captain has died.
Spokesperson, a lot of questions arising since this incident about the training of our police officers in situations of this nature. Just talk us through whether you feel SAPS officials are receiving enough training in these sort of situations.
They are receiving enough training, but the police officers at the cell, they are not allowed to carry any firearms. So all the officers in the cell are not armed. So we don't know how this prisoner got hold of the firearm and threatened them.
Is that one of the concerns that are being looked into at this point? I mean, the officers not being able to have access to their own personal firearms inside these cells. Is that an issue that needs to be discussed further?
No, that's a policy that the officers who are in the cell, they should not carry firearms because they are dealing with prisoners.
With regards to the suspect, certain reports suggesting that he is still at large. Can you give us any further details there?
He's still at large, and we have launched a manhunt for these suspects. But we are appealing to the members of the community not to confront this man because he is considered to be dangerous and he is armed where he is. When they see this man, they can phone the nearest police station or they can phone Crime Stop at 08600 10111. Any information will be rewarded.
Just lastly, a spokesperson, with regards to the officer who unfortunately passed, do we have any details with regards to him or his family members? Any information that you can share with us?
He's aged 56. We are still in a process of informing his relatives. Once his relatives have been informed, all the details will be released.
Thank you very much, spokesperson, for your time this afternoon. SAPS spokesperson Lungelo Dlamini chatting to us about the shooting that took place at the Tembisa Magistrates Court. Spokesperson urging all our viewers, all people in that area, not to confront the suspect. He is still at large. If you have any information, you can contact the spokesperson on 0800 10 111. There is also a reward for any information. We will keep you up to date. But let's go live to the scene now. ANN7 reporter Lungani is on the line, or live rather. Lungani Mguni, thanks for joining us here. We just spoke to the spokesperson, SAPS spokesperson, talking to us about residents of the area should not confront this individual if he is spotted. Do we have any further details with regards to the search operations currently taking place there?
Good afternoon, Abigail, and good afternoon to our viewers once again. Yes, Abigail, we're still outside the Tembisa Magistrate Court where the incident of the fatal killing of Captain Lamola from the Tembisa police station took place this morning, early hours of 9 a.m. Well, Abigail, just to give us a brief insight as to what happened, I have one of the bystanders here who was actually here this morning when the whole incident took place. Well, she's a person who is normally here on a day-to-day basis. Well, she'll just take us through as to what really transpired this morning and what did they see as the bystanders. Well, then after that, giving the current standing of what is currently going on here at the Tembisa Magistrate Court. Very good day, Ma, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. We understand, Ma, that you are always here. That we are always here. You have a shop right outside the Magistrate Court. Could you just tell us as to what happened this morning and what did you see when the whole incident transpired?
Into eyiningi angiyibonanga ngibongene lokhu amaveni engenayo iveni yaseModapi nawase-Ivory. After that azange stop ngena amaveni angene ngobuningi ngasafani nje ngemihla ngoba siyazi ngene iModapi ngene ama-Ivory bese kuyastop angene ngobuningi erasa amanye asanga understand ukuthi uqhubekani mara sabona sekukhona umehluko. Sabona sekugcwele amaphoyisa ngaphandle masithi siyabheka sebashiftisa abantu baba pavement yase-court. Bebashiftisa.
Nibone indlela ngayiphi indlela mama ukuthi kunento eyenzakalayo khona la ngaphakathi?
Sibone ngoba abashiftisa abantu ukuthi kunento errong eyenzakele ngaphakathi nangendlela amaphoyisa aphuma agcwala ngakhona.
Thank you very much. Having it there, Abigail, from a bystander who has a shop just right outside the magistrate court, telling us that they saw something that is not normal this morning, where lots and lots of police vans flooded the scene with lots of police officers also crowding the scene. While some of the people were still inside the magistrate's court waiting for assistance, some attending trial, some attending the cases. Well, that's where she noted that something is going on inside, where they saw people being chased outside and the whole area being cordoned off this morning. Well, that is all she had seen this morning, Abigail. She could not give any further details. Well, the current standing, Abigail, at the moment here at the magistrate court is that we've just seen the forensics and the pathology vehicles making way outside here at the scene. Well, which clearly indicates that I'm sure with the investigations and that are currently going on, they've summed up whatever they could gauge out of this whole situation. Well, right now the court is also open for business as per normal. Well, Abigail, what I can then tell you is that according from reports around the scene, they did make a mention as to who this person really is. Well, they did make mention as to Joshua Bomba Shongwane, who is known for hijackings in the area of Ivory Coast and here in Tembisa. Well, Abigail, that is the only details we can give right now at the scene. Well, people around here are pretty mum as to they are still shocked as to what happened here at the magistrate court. Well, what I can confirm is that pathology vehicles and the forensic experts have made their way out of the scene, which then gives us a clear indication as to whatever investigations were happening inside, they have been concluded.
Lungani, have you gotten a chance to engage with some of the community members there in Tembisa? How are they feeling knowing that this individual is currently on the loose? The suspect is out of prison, out of the holding cells. Are they being safe? Have there been any security measures put in place to protect the community there?
Well, what I can say, Abigail, just outside, once you step outside of the cordoned off area, that's it, Abigail. The people are just worried and concerned that how can a person who is said to be very dangerous be on the loose? But what I can also say and just point out, Abigail, is that officers around just outside the area where it's cordoned off, it seems as a normal day at the office. No form of manhunt is going on currently at the moment, whereas maybe we don't know, they could be following leads somewhere else, but just right outside where the incident took place, things seem pretty much as per normal, as shops are still open. Here we got a bystander with us whose also shop is still open. Well, they're just concerned as to that, how can such a dangerous person just be left unattended like that? Well, that is the current mood we've got from people around the area, saying that they are very concerned of such a dangerous person just being let outside on the loose like that.
Indeed, concern. Thank you very much.